أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الله أكبر الله أكبر. الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala nabiyyina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa azwajihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd, fa'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidni ilman ajma'in inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase in all of us knowledge. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Nice to see you, brothers and sisters. I have written something on the board. This is what Sister Abir asked me yesterday. I thought it was a good question. It should be clarified for the benefit of all. Brothers and sisters, the first question is, Katabtu su'alan. What kind of a sentence is this? Verbal sentence. Where is the verb? Katab, with sukoon. And where is the file? Tu. What is su'alan? Maf'ulun bihi. Maf'ulun bihi. Now, I have written another sentence. Sa'alani at-talibu. Sa'ala is the verb. Nunu vikaya. Ya mutakallim. Maf'ulun bihi. At-talibu. Fa'il. So what is su'alan? Maf'ulun mutlaq. Okay. So here you cannot say this is maf'ulun bihi. If you say sa'ala su'alan. Are you with me? Sa'ala su'alan. What is it, brother and sister? Sa'ala su'alan. So then su'alan will be maf'ulun mutlaq. We have to look from the Arabic grammar point of view, not from English grammar point of view. So when you see a verb and you see the masdar, then that masdar which is coming out of the verb is maf'ulun mutlaq. If I say katabtu su'alan, and if I say sa'altu su'alan, so sa'altu su'alan will be maf'ulun mutlaq. Keep that in mind, because we are understanding from the Arabic grammar point of view. So do not get confused with English grammar in this regard. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? So be very careful. Other thing is, Sister Sumaya asked me about that poetry. Remember? وَقَدْ يَجْمَوَ اللَّهُ شَتِيتَتَيْنِ. Are you with me? This relates to this world, not to the hereafter. In this world, if two people are separated, brothers and sisters, and they have no hope of meeting each other, but sometimes Allah makes them get together. Okay? It is referring to this world and not to the hereafter. Was that your question to me? Inshallah. Keep that in mind. Brothers and sisters, now we come to lesson number 29. Ad-darsu Tasiu wal Ishrun. This is a very brief lesson, very interesting. But the use of this concept is not very frequent. It is there in the Arabic language, but it is not very, very frequent. But nevertheless, we will understand it, inshallah. Brothers and sisters, we are going to read the key. Okay? Lesson number 29. In this lesson, we learn the following. Page number 129. Al-maf'ulu li ajlihi or al-maf'ulu lahu. Both mean the same thing. The meaning is same for both the terms. This is to be highlighted. It is a master. What is it, brothers and sisters? It is a master which tells us the reason for doing the action. What does it describe? The reason for doing an action. Example, Lam akhruj khawfan min al-matari. I did not go out for fear of rain. Okay. Hadartu hubban lin-nahwi. I attended the class for what reason? For the love of grammar. Here the master khawfan tells us the reason for not going out, and the master hubban tells us the reason for attending the class. The next line is to be underlined with a red or highlighted, brothers and sisters. Most important, the master mostly denotes mental action. What is it, brother and sisters? Mental action. Not physical action, mental action. Like fear, love, desire, respect. If you have these nouns coming as master, brothers and sisters, and if they are mansub, then they are al-maf'ulu li ajlihi. The action took place for that reason. Here is an example from Quran, brothers and sisters. وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَوْلَادَكُمْ. And do not kill your children. خَشْيَةَ إِمْلَاكٍ. Fear of poverty. So people used to bury their daughters alive. Why? Or they used to kill their children because they were so poor and they used to fear poverty, that how we are going to feed all the children, So they used to kill their children. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, La taqtulu. Do not kill your children, awladakum, khashyata imlakin. Khashyata, brothers and sisters, this is your master. Wahuwa mudaf, and imlakin is mudaf ilayhi. What is imlakin? Master also. From where? Form 4. Form 4. What is the verb? Amlaka. Amlaka yumliku. What is the meaning of amlaka? To become very, very poor and destitute. Extremely poor and destitute. And imlak is the extreme poverty. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. Here is a hadith, brothers and sisters. Nahan Nabiyyu sallallahu alayhi wa sallam an yusafira. Is there a typo in your book? And yusafira bil Quran ila ardil aduvi. What is the next verb? Makhafata. Again, it is mansub. So this is your al-maf'ulu li ajlihi. Now this is mansub, but it has got only one fatah. What does that mean? It is mudaf. So where is mudaf ilayhi? Master muawal, mashallah. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? So you got to think like that. An yanalahu is your masdar mu'awwal coming as a mudaf ilayhi. An yanalahu adu. Fine, brothers and sisters. What is the translation? The Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, prohibited the Muslims from taking the Quran to the land of the enemy for fear that the enemy should harm it. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? So, makhafata. Are you with me? Makhafata is a masdar. From where this masdar has come? Khafa. What is the other masdar from khafa? Khawfan. So what is this makhafata? Masdar mimi. Got the idea? Masdar mimi from khafa yakhafu. This is your masdar mimi. But we have to, keep all these things in our mind, inshallah. And you will be able to figure them out very beautifully. Fine, brothers and sisters. That's it. This is what is the lesson about. This is the concept. We are going to read in detail the beautiful dialogue. Now we come to a particle which is halla. This particle is used in verbal sentence. Remember, brothers and sisters, only in verbal sentence. Okay? Now the verbal sentence can be madi or it can be mudariya. And if it is used in madi, it has a different meaning. If it is used in mudariya, it has a different meaning. So we are going to understand it, brothers and sisters. This particle is used in verbal sentences. It is used with the mudariya to urge, to encourage. To urge and encourage one to do an action. And with the madi, to rebuke, to express. What is the meaning of rebuke? To express disapproval for neglecting an action. Look at the sentence, brother. Is it madi or mudariya? Mudariya. What is the madi of this verb? Shaka. Shaka yashku. Halla tashkuhu ilal mudiri. So because it is mudariya, it means halla will denote an urge or encouragement. Should you not complain about him to the headmaster? Or in other words, you should complain. So you are urging somebody to complain. Okay? Now the same verb is in madi. Halla shakawtahu ilal mudiri. Means, brother and sister, you should have complained. Why didn't you complain? You should have complained. No, this is an expression of disapproval. It's a rebuke. Should you not have complained about him to the headmaster? That is in the madi. That is to say, you should have complained about him to the headmaster. In the first case, it is called harfu tahdeed, the particle of urging. And in the second, harfu tandeem, the particle of rebuke. The words, there are other words, brothers and sisters. Ala, Allah, Lauma, Laula are also used for tahdeed and tandeem. In the Quran, brothers and sisters, Laula is Sami'atumuhu Zanna al-mu'minuna wal-mu'minatu bi-anfusihim khayran wa qalu hadha ifkun mubin. Laula is sami'tumuhu. Is sami'tumuhu. Brothers and sisters, Here, if you put a comma, the meaning will become even more clear. Zanna al-mu'minuna. Okay? So mu'minuna is the file and zan is the verb. I'm doing the meaning in a little different way, brothers and sisters. Al-mu'minuna wal-mu'minat, should have thought. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Within themselves, khair. They should have thought within themselves, khair. Are you with me? So now we go to the first line. Lawla. Why not? When you heard it. Why not? When you heard it. The believers, men and women, they should have thought good of themselves. And say, it is an obvious lie. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? You got the idea? I did the translation from a different way. ظَنَّ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ وَالْمُؤْمِنَاتِ فِي أَنفُسِهِمْ. They should have thought, of themselves with khair, good about it. Why? Lawla. Why? When they heard it, they should have thought about themselves good and said, are you with me? This is an obvious lie. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? So this is also, what is it? Tandim. This is also tandim. But it is quite possible that you translate this in present tense because is there. You can translate in present tense because is there. Okay, brothers and sisters. We are going to have a lot of questions in the dars to further give us a better understanding of the concept, inshallah. Number 3. رغبة في العلم لا رهبة من الامتحان. What kind of a law is this? This is, law is like harfu atfin. But you see, waw has not been used. Okay? Raghbatan fil ilm means out of love for the knowledge, la rahbatan min al imtihan. Not out of fear of examination. So we can sometimes use la as harfu atfin. More examples are coming, inshallah. This la is a conjunction. La al-atifatu. It is used in an affirmative sentence. Remember, used in affirmative sentence. Not in negation. Or one containing an amar. There are two conditions. It should be an amar, command, or it should be an affirmative sentence. Example, brothers and sisters. Kharaja Bilalun. La Hamidun. Okay, Kharaja Bilalun. La Hamidun. Bilal went out, not Hamid. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Now, the question. This was an affirmative sentence. Now, an amar. Is alil mudira la al mudarrisa. Ask the headmaster, not the teacher. Did you get the idea, brothers and sisters? Amar. Is alil mudira. Ask the headmaster, la al mudarrisa. And do not ask the teacher. Another Amar, brother and sister. Kulil tufaha. What is the meaning? Eat apples. La al-mauza. Not bananas. We cannot say and not bananas. No, not bananas. Got the idea? Again, more example will come in the lesson, and inshallah you will be able to understand it. Let's go to the main lesson, brothers and sisters. This lesson introduces al-maf'ulu li-ajlihi. Because of it. Write down, brothers and sisters. What will you write down? Because of it. Or for the reason. The action took place because of it or for the reason. And we have to remember that it is a masdar which tells us the reason for doing an action, but it denotes only mental action. That has to be understood very well. What did I say? Mental action. Like fear, love, desire, respect, etc. And it is mansub. That goes without saying. Al-mudarris. Lima tanzuru fis-saati. What is the translation? Lima, why are you looking at the watch? Why are you looking at the watch? Al-fainata ba'd al-fainati. What is the meaning of fainata? Time, period, moment, instant. Fainata. So what is fainata, brothers and sisters? If I say time, period, zarf. What is it? Zarf. It denotes time, period, instant, moment. So it's a zarf. So what is the meaning of al-fainata ba'd al-fainati? Time after time, moment after moment, you are looking at your watch. Lima tanzuru fis-saati. Why are you looking at your watch time after time? Ya Adnan, innama af'alu zalik. Brothers and sisters, we have studied innama in detail, so I'm not going to go in detail. I'll just simply translate it. Innama, I am only doing that. I'm only doing that. Why? Khawfan. See, so what? Khawfan is mansub. Is it maf'ulun bihi? No. Is it maf'ulun mutlaq? No. Is it zarf? No. What is it? Al-maf'ulu li ajlihi. Al-maf'ulu li ajlihi. Min fawatil maw'idi. Fata yafutu. What is the verb, brothers and sisters? Fata yafutu. And what is the masdar? Fawatun. Or fawatan, you can say. Fata yafutu fawatan. Now you translate, brothers and sisters. What is the translation? Let me write down. This will make it easy, inshallah. I'm going to write a lot, brothers and sisters. Fata yafutu. And the masdar is fawatun, you can say. So how will you translate? I only did that for the fear of missing the appointment. فَإِنَّ لِي مَوْعِدًا مُهِمًّا. I have an important appointment, مع طبيب, with the doctor, بعد قليل, after a little while. Fine. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Clear? Okay, now, al-mudarris. Halla. Now what is this halla? First look at the verb after that. What is the verb? Mahdi. So it means this is tandeem, rebuke. Expression of disapproval. Halla gibta an hazihil hissati. Translation, brother. Now you translate. You should have remained absent. You should have remained absent for this period. So that is the meaning of halla. You will see the verb, is it Mahdi or Mudariya? And then you will be able to figure out, is it an urge or is it disapproval? Adnan, very interesting sentence, brothers and sisters. Kana bi imkani. Our favorite word has come. What is that? Amkana yumkinu imkanun. Kana bi imkani an astazin al mudira fil ghiyabi an hadhihi al hissati. Can you translate? It was possible for me to ask the mudir for permission or remaining absent for this period. Got the idea? Okay, now I ask you a question, brother, because we are being trained here to look into the sentence and understand it from all aspects of it. Where is the verb? Kana. What kind of a verb is this? Nakis. It is nakis. It does not have fa'il. It has ism and khabar. Fine. So kana has come. Where is the ism? Mastar mu'al. MashaAllah. Got the idea? Alhamdulillah. It's beautiful. May Allah bless you all and all of us. Brothers and sisters, so here the ism kana is al-mastar al-muawwal. Our mind should immediately figure out. And astazina. That is your mastar muawwal. Okay? Can you make a mastar out of it? Istizan. Istizan. Permission. Okay? Asking permission. Where is the khabar? Bimkan. Yeah? Jar majur. That is your khabar. MashaAllah. So, Adnan is saying it was possible for me to take the permission from the mudir for being absent for this period. To remain absent for this period. Fine, brothers and sisters. Lakinnani, but hadartu. I attended the class. Why? For what reason? Hubban. So what is hubban here, brothers and sisters? Maf'ulun li ajli. Maf'ulun li ajlihi. You can say al-maf'ulu li ajlihi, or you can say al-maf'ulu lahu. Both are applicable and both mean the same thing, brothers and sisters. Zadakallahu ilman. Brothers and sisters, here ilman is maf'ulun bihi number 2. And ka is maf'ulun bihi number 1. Zadakallahu ilman. Okay? Hakadha yakunu talibul misaliyu. What is the meaning of misaliyu? Exemplary. Hakadha yakunu talibul misaliyu. Okay? This is how the exemplary student is. Fine, brothers and sisters. Yakunu talibu. So what is talibu? Ism kana. And what is al-misaliyu? Not. It is not. Okay, brother, if this is the ism kana, where is khabar kana? Hakaza. It came in the front. Write it down. Hakaza is your khabar kana. Okay. Innama yadrusu. He studies. He only studies. Why does he study? For the love of knowledge. Raghbatan fil ilm. I want to again remind you, I've done it many times. I'll do one more time, brothers and sisters. Raghiba fi means to love, to like. Same thing raghiba, but use another preposition. An means you don't like it. Are you with me? Keep this in mind. We have studied it, but I just want to refresh your memory, brother. Okay, brother and sister. La rahabatan. Same rahabatan is al-maf'ulu li-ajlihi. Got the idea? Min al-imtihan. Okay. What is the meaning of rahbatan? Khawf. Fear. What is the meaning of rahabatan? Khawf. And what is the meaning of raghabatan? Hub. Love. Hub and khawf. Is it clear? All of you are with me? Inshallah. Iqra al-ayati ya Ibrahim. Read the verses, O Ibrahim. Ibrahim. Ba'd al-istiyazati, after saying A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. The ayat starts, brothers and sisters. Wala taqtulu awladakum khashyata imlakin. So what is khashyata? Fear, khawf. Okay, so here, do not kill your children fearing the poverty. Got the idea? So that is your, again, maf'ulu li'ajlihi. Nahnu narzuku hum wa iyakum. We provide rizq for them and for you. Brothers and sisters, nahnu narzuku hum. We provide sustenance for them. What is hum? Maf'ulun bihi. It is mansub. And it is damir muttasil. Iyakum. Why? Why it has come separate? Because of harfu atf. Because of harfu atf. We understood the rules, brothers and sisters. If you have to use two damir as a maf'ulun bihi, one is attached, then you bring harfu atf, and then you bring another mansub damir. Are you with me? Now that will be munfasil. It will stand on its own. And in order to stand on its own, we join them with iya. Iyahu, iyahuma, like that. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? So you got to think why it is iyakum. What is the reason for its being used here? Because harfu atf has come. Very good, brothers and sisters.